In this video, I'm going over your morning cars routine. So I'm going to be going through all of them 2 times each. If you have more time to do more repetitions, then please do so. And I want at least 50% maximum effort. You can do a little bit more than that if you're feeling good, but at least 50% for all of these. So let's get started. We are going to start down at the toes and then work our way up. So, starting with that big toe, you want to try to keep it down as you lift the other 4 toes up. And we don't want to have any weight shift while we do this. We want to keep the rest of our foot completely still. And then we're going to alternate, lift the big toe up. One more time, lateral 4 toes. And then big toes. Okay, so we're going to move on to the ankles now. So for these, I'm going to have you balance on one foot. Use something to assist your balance if you need to. And we're going to do 2 ankle circles clockwise and 2 counterclockwise. Other foot. 2 clockwise and 2 counterclockwise, really isolating the ankle. All right, so we're going to move on to the hips. Okay, for hip cars, use something to assist your balance if you need it. So we're going to start by pulling your right foot up so our leg is externally rotated. And then we're going to undo that rotation and try to pull the knee up and take your knee out to the side. Don't let your hips move, right? We don't want to twist out. We're trying to isolate the leg. Internally rotate that leg by pointing the knee down and then finish that circle and reverse. Send that leg back. Start to externally rotate that leg, bring it back in front, try to pull the foot up, bring it down. One more on this side, right? Take that knee out to the side, don't move the hips or the spine, internally rotate that leg, and then reverse. Other side, lift that foot up. Then try to pull the knee up, leg out to the side. Don't let your body twist. Only the leg is moving. Internally rotate. Finish that circle and reverse. One more. I think this transition right there is the hardest to that internal rotation. All right, so now we're going to do the spine. So for this exercise, I just cross my arms over my chest so that I have a place to put them, but you can do whatever feels more natural to you. I'm going to face sideways so you can see me a little bit better. So what you're going to do is you're going to curl forward, and you're going to go as far as you can without shifting your weight. So our tendency here is to stick our hips back and get down lower. We don't want to do that. We want to isolate this movement at the spine. We're trying to increase our range of motion here. So we're coming down here. This is about as far as I can get until I start compensating with my legs. And then I'm going to curl over to the side. I'm going to do a gentle extension. Come around to the other side and back forward. So now I'm going to go the other way. I want to make sure we do both directions. Bend over to the side. Gentle extension. Over to the other side. and back forward. One more time each way. Remember, keep an eye on how you're shifting your weight, if you're shifting forward or pressing back. We don't want anything from the waist down to move. It's just the spine. Curl that spine over to the side, extension, and other way, last time. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna move on up. We're gonna isolate the neck a little bit. So starting with the chin, think about the chin. You're really gonna try to tuck it in and down. And then you're gonna draw your chin across to your right shoulder. Tilt the head back. And then draw the chin over to the other side. And then drag it across your collarbone back to center. Other way. Draw your chin, tilt back. And one more time, each direction. Really make sure you're doing the widest circle possible, at least 50% maximum effort, and we're not letting our shoulders move. All right, a lot of times with those neck cars, it's easy for us to want to start doing this, but we want to isolate that movement at the neck. All right, we're almost done here, so we're going to move on to the shoulders. So for our scapulas, the first part, you want to keep your hands at your sides and your arms straight. So you're going to lift your scapulas up as high as you can, and then you want to squeeze your shoulders forward and then press them down and then squeeze back. All right, I'm going to do 2 in this direction. So squeeze up, squeeze forward, press down, and then squeeze back. So now I'm going to reverse. So I'm already squeezing back. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go down and then forward, then up, back again, down, forward, up, squeeze back and down. All right, so we're going to move on to our shoulder joint here. So with an open hand, really spread those fingers. That's going to help you keep a little muscle tension up the arm as you do this exercise. So I'm going to face a little bit sideways so that you can see it better. We're going to squeeze that arm in as much as you can without rotating the spine. We want the spine and the legs to stay completely still. And then you're going to start to squeeze this arm up. As you're squeezing up, keep trying to squeeze it in towards your center as much as you can. You're going to get to a point where you can't go any higher. And once you're here, you're going to rotate that thumb out to the side and then squeeze that arm back. So here we have a tendency to twist this way, and it makes us feel like we're doing a bigger circle, but we're not. So make sure that we keep the spine, the rib cage, everything still. Now we're reversing. So I'm taking that arm back up. At some point I can't get any higher until I start to rotate. And then we're coming back down into the starting position. One more each direction. So squeeze in and up. Rotate. Remember, don't twist. And reverse. All right, other side. So open palm, spread those fingers, squeeze that arm in, start taking it up. We're making the widest circle possible without twisting the spine. Here we go, reverse. Really make sure that you are going for that rotation, right? So in the starting position, we're really trying to pull that pinky forward. right? Once we get up here, we're really trying to turn that hand out and away from us. Your thumb should be pointing down. Really keep trying to rotate more and more and more. Rotate, rotate, rotate. It's so important for the shoulders. Okay, and that is your morning cars routine.